Imagine a lonely hillside at dusk, the wind combing through wet grass. Two men lie side by side in pressed suits and raincoats. Over their eyes are homemade lead mask solid shields with no openings. In a pocket, a small note in hurried handwriting, 1630 be at the agreed place. 1830 ingest capsules. After effect to protect metals. Await signal mask. A signal from whom? And why are they dead without a single obvious wound? This is Brazil, August 1966. The men are electronics technicians, Manuel Pereira de Cruz and Miguel José Viana. Colleagues, friends, and tinkerers who fixed radios and experimented with circuits after hours. People who knew them said they were fascinated by strange lights in the sky and by the idea that science could reach beyond the visible. One afternoon they left their town, telling family they were heading out to buy parts for work. They never returned. Witness accounts placed them in the city of Niterói. They bought two waterproof raincoats and a bottle of water. A waitress later remembered one man glancing at his watch again and again, nervous, as if he had an appointment he could not miss. Near evening, the pair walked toward Vintém Hill, a place with a wide view of the sky and the city below. Whatever they were waiting for, it was meant to happen up there. Days passed. Then a local boy exploring the slope stumbled onto a chilling scene, two bodies on the grass. Neatly positioned, hands by their sides, faces covered by those lead masks. Police arrived and noted details that only deepened the mystery. There were no signs of a struggle. Money and valuables were still on the men, and in their pocket, that cryptic note. When the bodies were finally taken for examination, tropical heat and delays had already caused significant internal deterioration, making a thorough toxicology analysis difficult. The official conclusion would hover around a single phrase, cause of death undetermined. That notebook message has haunted investigators for decades. 1630 be at the agreed place. 1830 ingest capsules. After effect to protect metals. Await signal mask. Protect metals? Which metals? The tools they carried? Or was it simply a mistranscribed reminder to protect their eyes from a blinding flash? Friends told reporters the men had previously crafted similar masks to shield their vision during spiritual or scientific sessions, experiments that some said involved waiting for a powerful light in the sky. It sounded like they were preparing to witness something extraordinary, something dangerous or at least dazzling. From there, the story branches into three enduring theories. Theory 1, a fatal experiment. The timing in the note, the raincoats, the water bottle, and the masks all suggest a procedure. At 6:30 p.m., they ingest capsules, perhaps hallucinogens, perhaps a chemical they believed would tune their minds to receive a signal. After the onset, they put on the masks to guard against an expected burst of light or radiation. Without medical supervision and with an unknown substance, their bodies fail. No robbery, no violence, just two men who misjudged the edge between curiosity and danger. The flaw, without preserved organs, there was no conclusive lab proof of poisoning or overdose. Theory 2, they were lured. Someone promised a demonstration, a message from beyond, or a technical marvel. The instructions, capsules, times. Masks could have been handed to them by that person. The men followed the script. If the capsules were toxic, they wouldn't have stood a chance, and with decomposition setting in quickly, hard evidence disappeared. But this theory leaves a nagging question. Why were valuables left untouched? And who took the time to place the bodies so neatly? Theory 3, the extraordinary. To those who knew their obsession with lights in the sky, Vintém Hill wasn't a crime scene, it was a rendezvous point. The masks weren't a murder prop. They were safety gear for a luminous encounter. The precise times were to synchronize with an event the men believed would come, an awaited signal. If it did arrive, it left no measurable trace. To skeptics, this is fantasy. To believers, it's the only explanation that fits the ritualistic care and the lack of earthly motives. And still, the puzzle refuses to lock. Who wrote the exact times in the notebook? And why? What exactly did protect metals mean? If they expected a flash, why not protect their skin, their lungs, their whole bodies? Why only their eyes? If this was a crime, where is the struggle, the theft, the weapon? If it was an accident, Why the ceremonial arrangement and the masks placed so precisely on Vintém Hill? The wind has long since quieted, but the questions have not. To technicians with their heads tilted toward the future, a note telling them to await the signal, and masks heavy enough to block out whatever they hoped or feared to see. If a signal did come that night, only they knew what it was. So what do you think happened on that hillside in 1966? A meticulously staged murder, a tragic experiment that went too far, or something we still don't have the language to explain? Let me know your theory in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysteries like this one.